Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hi, really fast. My ceiling fan is on for the beginning of this video and you can hear it every once in a while, like the wind hitting the microphone. I'm so sorry. I will keep that in mind next time. If you're new here, my name is Lily and I thought today would be a super fun day to start a new weekly vlog because it's actually the last week of school for me, which is crazy, so crazy. If you don't know, I'm a first grade teacher. This is my second year of teaching and I only have 3 more days until I'm a third year teacher, which is so crazy to even say. Especially before I started teaching, I was so curious to see what these weeks look like the first week of school, the last week of school, all that good stuff. And so I thought I would kind of let you guys into my life a little bit on the last week of school. Unfortunately, I'm starting this a little bit late because it is actually already Monday afternoon. I thought it would still be interesting to go ahead and start it and kind of talk about like what I did today, tell you guys like some of the plans I have. First things first, I just got a Walmart delivery. I just got the notification that it's arrived. So I'm gonna go grab it from my porch. But not porch, my front door. Today was literally insane. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like awesome. Like it was a lot, but it's okay. I needed like the world's most random stuff. I'm kind of the world's worst at doing a Walmart delivery instead of going to the store. My dad pays for like Walmart Plus and so it's free. So why would I not? So Walmart haul. Yeah. Dry shampoo is my favorite dry shampoo. Just the Equate one. Deodorant. Shampoo. Wow, lots of like toiletries. This is not everything, is it? Okay. Tums. Last week, oh my gosh, last week well, it started with my fiance, Faith. She got the world's worst stomach bug the Sunday of Mother's Day. And I literally had to take her to the emergency room. She had to get an IV for fluids and pain meds. And it was so bad. She was down bad for like 2 or 3 days. And then I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I don't even know why I was being so naive. I was like, oh, I'll be fine. No. Come Wednesday, I'm sick, stomach bug. I missed 2 days of work last week. That's not true. I miss sometimes for being sick, but it is not common for me to miss more than a day at a time for being sick. And this year, I think I've only been sick 1 day. Anyway, it was just crazy. So I was out 2 days last week, which is so terrible because those were like the 7th and 6th to last day of school. So there were like fun activities. I had things planned. I was gonna do fun things and I wasn't even there. So that was really tough. I felt really bad that I was missing it. And I think that's also sparked like this domino effect of me feeling just really behind on like everything. And I don't know what it is. I keep thinking of things I need to get done before school is out. And I feel like every time I get one thing knocked off my to-do list, I think of something else that needs to get done. Anyway, I'm rambling, but I also got some more all-purpose cleaner. I got like really random stuff. Oh, and then cat food. My last day is Thursday. I don't know if I said this. My last day is Thursday. Today's Monday. And teachers have to go back on Friday. So I'm gonna go back on Friday and like actually wrap up my classroom and like get the room ready for the summer and all that good stuff. And I just made the decision to tutor this summer. I don't want to say I need the extra money, but if you're a teacher or you literally know anything about teaching, like the extra money doesn't hurt. So I decided I'm just gonna tutor the last 2 weeks of July as like almost like a first grade refresher, less like targeted practice for kids who might be like below grade level and more just like, here's a quick review before going back to school. Anyway, so on Friday I want to like pull materials and get that so I don't have to go back to school hopefully this summer at all until like it's time to set up my classroom again for next school year. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna put these things away and I'm so proud of myself. I did dishes before I left for school this morning and I forgot until I got home and I almost kissed myself. I was so excited. I do have laundry to fold and honestly I really want to take like a little power nap and I shouldn't, but I want to so bad. It's 4:45. Anyway, just the last week of school things. I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling it and I'm trying really hard to like maintain some semblance of routine. Like in my daily life, in my classroom, I'm trying to like maintain all these routines even though I feel it like slowly slipping away. But like I want to nap so bad. I hardly ever nap after school ever, but I'm so tired. Anyway, I'm gonna put all this away. Oh, you know, I can't nap. You know what I have to do? I'm a giant wine bag right now, but I have to do grades. I have to input grades. That's why I brought my grade book home today because I forgot it this weekend. I forgot my grade book this weekend when I meant to do grades. And so I got some other things done, so it ended up being fine, but I have to do grades now. Here's my grading binder. So I basically just have all of my kids' names and then we do standards-based grading. They get like a B, D, A, or S depending on if they're beginning, developing, approaching, or secured the standard. So gotta go through this and I go ahead and write them in here too because it makes it way easier to input them in the computer and like see their growth. I also do need to, which I forgot about this till just now. Last year I did this and I think I really want to do it again this year, which is classroom awards. So like doing like a classroom awards ceremony. I don't like invite parents or anything, but it's just a fun little time where I've given each student like a fairly personal award, or at least tried to think of things that they like are really, really good at. And like I have a slideshow and I give them a certificate on like cardstock, so I need to print those. I feel like it's always necessary to have a little Lottie feature for the log. So here's Lottie. I guess right now I'm gonna put these groceries, toiletries away, and then I need to, honestly, I don't even know. I can't even think. My brain's like frozen, literally frozen. I have like decision fatigue, I think. I'm going to put my toiletry things away. I'm going to print the certificates, and I think I'm gonna put, maybe I might shower and then maybe put like a movie on and lock in on doing these grades, which I'm dreading, but it's okay. It just is such a tedious process. Like if you use Infinite Campus for grades, it is just so tedious. Okay, toots. It's been probably 8 minutes and we're on number 6, so. Okay, that took, I don't even know how long. I should have timed it. I didn't. That took so long. My printer is just not very fast. It's good. I bought it for college too, so it's lasted me 6 years now, so that's good. But I finished all of these. I even signed them all and dated them all, so that's completely done now, which is really, really nice. What I'm gonna do now is, I made these in number order just because I don't want to forget anyone, and so I need to go into my, cat hair is literally everywhere. I need to go into my slideshow and change the order and then match the order to these. That way I'm not put on the spot. I want this to be like a smooth little cute classroom ceremony. So I'm gonna go through, reorder the slides, reorder these, and make some dinner. It's 5:40 and I literally don't think I've ever been hungrier in my entire life. I'm so hungry. Where'd you go? I'm down here. I'm not the biggest snacker, but I even had a snack after school, so I don't know what's wrong. Okay, I'm literally just gonna go through and I'm just gonna start randomizing, which I wish there was a way on Canva to do that easier, but that's all right. I'm just gonna start clicking. There's like up and down arrows, so I'm just gonna start up and then down in. Okay, that took like an oddly long amount of time. Okay, but I just went through and randomized them, so I'm gonna try to make this as painless as possible. It's gonna take forever. I'm full of complaints today, like bad. I'm gonna miss this class so much. I'm honestly already preparing to wear waterproof mascara every day this week just in case, because I really think it's gonna hit me out of nowhere and I'm gonna start randomly crying. This class has just been so great, and like my first year of teaching really did teach me a lot, but it really just kind of threw me in to the deep end, which in hindsight I'm grateful for because it made this year a lot smoother, but at the same time these kids are just another level of awesome. They're just such empathetic kids. They're such good listeners. Like, yes, they're a little crazy right now, but they're really great, and they don't even realize like what they've done for me as a teacher. After last year, I seriously considered even teaching at all, which is crazy because that's been my dream for years. How last year went, I was really close to just like honestly giving up because I didn't want to do it anymore. And this class totally just changed the trajectory of my career and my life. And like this time last year, I was counting down like the minutes till summer because I was ready to kind of close that chapter, my first year of teaching, because it was so much. Like at the beginning of the year, I was struggling severely with my mental health because of my first year of teaching, and it was just a lot. It was so much, and like I was sleeping all the time, and I wasn't eating, and I was crying all day. It was just really not good for me. So going into this year, I had a lot of anxiety, like what this year would look like if that was, like honestly wondering if my first year of teaching was as bad as it was because I was so bad at teaching. Like after all of these years of feeling like teaching is my calling and student teaching was so magical for me. I had 2 really amazing mentor teachers in 2nd grade and kindergarten, and I loved both of them. It was a seamless transition. I passed all my certification tests easily, and so I thought, what if I am actually just really bad at this? And I thought that all of the hardships through my first year of teaching, like I was nervous that it was just because I was so bad at it and like no one had told me or was honest with me. So I had a lot of anxiety going into my 2nd year. I just remember even leaving like the first day of school this year, like my 2nd year of teaching, I was like, this class has immediately changed my life because they're just so different than last year. And I don't mean I didn't love my kids last year. Your first year teaching is just so hard anyway. So when your class just has some really extra special behaviors, it creates a lot of chaos, especially when you're a first year teacher who doesn't know how to handle these big behaviors. But I digress. This year these kids will never realize what they've done for me, ever. Like, there are no words I could ever use to describe to a 6 or 7-year-old that like could convey how much they've truly impacted my life. I'm gonna go through, I went ahead and made the Canva presentation where the name won't pop up until I click next, which obviously you can't see, but I'm gonna go through and make sure like every slide is like that where it doesn't have the name, because I wanna like be able to show what the award is and then get to like explain it a little bit, have them like mentally guess like, oh my gosh, could this be me? And then like announce who it is by pressing next. I'm gonna go through, make sure those all look good, and also make sure they match the order of the certificates. Okay, I have to eat now. I'm gonna go find some sustenance. Good morning, squad. My camera memory, whatever it's called, like filled up basically. So I didn't get to finish talking to you last night, but I did finish grades, so that's great. It is now Tuesday morning. It's a crisp 6:45 in the morning. Yesterday was the hottest, grossest, muggiest day in a long time. Like, it felt like I was breathing in water because it was so muggy. Today's high is 65 because we got a cold front and it caused some storms. Okay, actually though, oddly enough, everything's very wet, but it's actually not raining anymore. And I was so nervous we'd have to have indoor recess, which I was just dreading because these days are already so wacky. Like, they need recess. And I think we might be able to have recess as long as they maybe stay on the concrete or the wood chips. Anyway, I just remembered there's an activity I want to do, and I don't know if I actually talked about this, I can't remember. I want to do an activity today that I almost forgot about, but I loved doing it last year. Even with the class I had, like, a lot of them just didn't get along. This activity was super cute. So this morning I want to go in early and prep it, but it's basically, you've seen it before, but it's a paper, and in the middle is their name, like big and bold, and then we're gonna rotate and write like an adjective about that person, or like something kind to compliment about them, and like rotate. And last year, actually, I had them at their tables. I have tables in my classroom, not desks. So I had them at their tables, and their papers stayed where they sit, and then we rotated around the tables, but that got really confusing. And then last night, I was like, I'm a genius. We're just gonna put the papers on clipboards and sit in a circle on the floor and then rotate that way. So much easier. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go in this morning. I'm gonna take my camera. I'm not really bold enough to film in school, but I'm gonna bring my camera just in case, so I can try to update you guys. But there are officially 3 days left of school. It's my last Tuesday of the year. Quick fit check. Here's the fit. It's not that cute, but it's so rainy and like chilly outside. So I just have one of these vintage tees from Old Navy. It's like a dark, like pepper gray. And then I have one of my favorite, I don't know if it's necessarily a rain jacket or more like a windbreaker, but it's from Nike. I got it at the outlet for so cheap. I love it. It's like a light blue. And then I'm wearing some of my favorite American Eagle stovepipe jeans. And then my old Air Force ones. I got these Air Forces for my first day of senior year of high school. So they're a little worn down. Oh, and I was gonna take my trash, and I was like, oh, it's raining, I won't take my trash. Now it's not really raining, so maybe I should. Let me grab my trash. Okay, we'll talk in a little bit because I wanna take my trash out. We've taken down all the art in the hallway, and it looks so sad and empty now. It makes me literally want to cry. It is so hot in here. I'm gonna get everything turned on. Here are the daily balloon pops that I've been doing just for the last 5 days because I don't have it in me to do a 10-day countdown. So they get 5 days, but it's still fun and they love it and they don't really know the difference. So it's sad too because this was like their gallery wall and I had to take everything down yesterday. But I do want to show you what I did with all of their art this year. Or like, not art, but work. I'm talking quietly because my teammate's here now. But basically what I did all year long was hole punch their work as they finished it, like bigger projects, and put it on the wall. I never took anything off, and so the other day I finally took everything down and I reordered it from the beginning of the school year to the end of the school year and made a cover page that says, you know, so-and-so's first grade work and a picture of them on the first day of school and the last day of school. And I laminated it and I put brads through it all, and it's basically just like all of their writing, all of their projects in one like portfolio. I definitely did not do that last year, but I love it and I'll be doing it every year. It took a little bit of work to make this and stuff, but I literally don't care. I think it's so cute. They're gonna get to take those home today. along with the very last of their work once we finish the memory books we're working on, which just have like pages to fill out about like their year in first grade. And we're gonna finish those today. I'll send the portfolios home. Then they'll take this home, the paper with their name on it. And I think that's the last thing I'll send home. And I'm hoping to get it all sent home today. That way they don't have to like give me their folders tomorrow. But I'm gonna work on writing these names now. I feel very fortunate because I actually received a huge box of skinny Crayola markers when I graduated. So for projects like these, I can just pull out markers. The only thing is my papers are kind of dark and they're cardstock, so I have to use darker colors. I'm afraid like the blue may not show up, but I don't want to use all black because I want them to be able to like see the difference. Whatever, we'll just try it. Okay, I bought like 6 of these little bins from Target when they were on sale at the beginning of the school year, like 50 cents each for a pack of 3, I think. So I paid like $1 and I use them for everything. They fit like full-length markers and pencils and stuff, so if they still have these, I would totally get them. Okay, this activity is ready. I'll just kind of give you an overview of my day today. We're doing all of this morning meeting and then we'll do the paper writing. Then we'll finish our memory books. I read that it's the last day to work on those. I just introduced this like 2 weeks ago and I kind of wish I'd done it sooner. But then again, if I had introduced it sooner, it may have lost its touch. So we'll do one last silent puzzle. We have music and then we're doing the classroom award ceremony. I think I'm pretty much ready for the day. It's only 7:30, so I have about 15 minutes. I'm just gonna chill. Yeah, it's gonna be a great day. What a day. It's actually only 1, which means I still have like a good 2 hours left here. Actually, it hasn't been that bad. I ended up calling the like writing on your paper activity a kindness swap, which I thought was kind of cute because you like swap papers and then write something kind. They loved that. They did so good with it. It was so cute. And then we did the award ceremony and we like set up the chairs with like an aisle in the middle, so that was cute. And then we came back into the silent puzzle challenge. I know I've said all this already, but it went well too. They loved that. And now I think I finally got all of their stuff ready to send home. So they'll come back from specials, they'll eat snack, and then we'll finish our memory books and those will also go home. So I have the packet, their like portfolio work, I have their folders, the last day of their folders going home. They're like daily folders, and then the memory book. And that should be everything going home today. I think I may go ahead and also have them take their pencil boxes home because they really shouldn't need them tomorrow. And if they really need crayons or markers, I have extra. There's only 2 days after today. I know I keep saying it, but it's just totally bananas. If you're just like not a teacher, you don't get the feeling of like, oh my God, I've loved on these kids all year long. I put so much like blood, sweat, and tears into this classroom. And in 2 days, like they'll all just be in the next grade. It's kind of sad. It's actually so cute. I had some girls who were reading the paper when we did the kindness swap and they were like reading all the nice things. And I had one girl who was like literally crying. She was like, it's just so nice. I was like, you're so cute. That is so precious that that's getting to you. I also am trying to remember how I prepared for the summer last year, like where I put my furniture, if I stacked stuff, like I literally cannot remember. So that's great. I don't know why I'm just like blanking so hard on everything I did last year. I think I took a picture of my classroom last year for summer though, so I may have to just reference that. Anyway, we'll chat later. Hi, happy Wednesday. I actually forgot to update literally anything. Yesterday after school, I ended up hanging out with Faith and then I fell asleep at 8:30 p.m. I don't know when the last time I've fallen asleep that early was, but yeah. So it's Wednesday, which means tomorrow is the last day of school. So today is sit where you want for the day. So I went ahead and I rearranged the tables so they're like long style, and then today I'm gonna have them pick up these dots. I would normally just reuse them and like keep them there, but they're so torn up and marked on that I'm just gonna have them pull them up. Usually I pull them all up and I end up cutting my finger because like the Velcro going into your finger over and over again, it like tears up my finger. So they're just all gonna pick up their own dot and we'll just throw them away and I'll just buy more for next year. But I do think I'm gonna keep my line spots because I think that'll be fine. The biggest thing on today's agenda is cleaning out the classroom. We have, let me show you. One of my favorite classroom management / like organizational systems are these book bins. They each just have like their math journals, regular writing journals, handwriting practice books, folders for different things. They all live here with their own number. So they're each gonna take their own bin to their seat today, take all of the workbooks out, they can just take those home and then return any library books to me. Like a lot of them have personal books from my library. So we're doing all of that today. They're gonna go through their lockers today and wipe them out, clean them out, take everything home. And this is my favorite table storage. Obviously these are usually separated, but everyone's pencil boxes just live in these baskets. But you can imagine they get dirty. And frankly, that's just none of my business most of the time. Today it's everyone's business because they're gonna go through those, wipe them out. Like I'm gonna pass out Clorox wipes. They're gonna wipe out their book bins, their table baskets, their lockers, like everything. And that's one of my biggest teacher hacks is like have your kids help you clean, because there's no reason that you should do it all yourself, and I have them literally do everything. Anyway, I grabbed coffee and breakfast out today, and I also got this in the mail. So it's super common for teachers to do end of the year gifts for their kids. I don't remember really getting any as a student, but it is common now, and I'm not one to spend a lot of money on this gift. I can't. Like, I am a teacher. I don't have that much money, and they're probably gonna lose it. So I ended up getting like a little packet of these stars that have cute little messages, and they're squishy, like stress ball style. And because squishies are such a big thing right now, I thought it might be cute. They're not like squishies, they're hard, they're stress balls, but like, how they gonna know? You know, like how they gonna know the difference? And then it also came with these tags that say, "You've been a star, have a good summer." I thought that was cute. So I'm just gonna put these in bags and tie the little card onto each one. Easy, it was like 15 bucks. So not much to prep for today because we really are just doing a lot of cleaning out. So, and then that won't take all day. That'll take like a big chunk of the day though. And then once that's done, we're just gonna do activities that require no pencils and crayons and stuff. So like I'm gonna pull Play-Doh out. We never use Play-Doh in here. It's not really on purpose that we don't do Play-Doh. I just kind of forgot. Like I just forget about it. So I think we'll do Play-Doh today and just hang out. So I'm gonna bag all these up. Today drained me. Ruby's here again, so, and she's very excited. Anyway, Wednesday is over. I didn't really update anymore, but today was like another level. I read a book called Last Day Blues, which goes with First Day Jitters, if you guys have read that. Okay, I'm gonna like squat to talk because I just cannot hold the camera right now. First Day Jitters is a first day of school book about how even teachers get nervous for the first day. And then Last Day Blues is about how even teachers get excited for summer vacation. So it's a sweet book. Last year it kind of made me cry a little bit when I was reading it, but this year I didn't. It's funny, it's just like how the kids are talking about like,
oh my gosh, Mrs. Hartwell's gonna be so sad that it's summer. She's just gonna stare at her lesson plans and miss us.
And then at the end, the kids do like one big grand gesture for her, and it's like a giant card with a sweet note on it. And that kind of spurred this discussion amongst my kids that I couldn't hear about bringing me something for tomorrow. I don't know, it was super sweet, but I don't know what they'll bring tomorrow. But they were like, what's your favorite candy, favorite color, favorite drink? Who's grabbing the latte? Who's bringing the flowers and the vase? I was like they're grown, they're 6. Well, actually most of them are 7 now, but anyway, that was a lot of today because I gave them a lot of planning time because they were like, we need blank pieces of paper and da-da-da-da, and I was like, okay. So I let them honestly do that most of the day. And then we did Play-Doh because I don't really let them play with I don't often let them play with Play-Doh, so I let them play with Play-Doh. I gave them their little star gift. That was cute, except someone's already broke and someone lost theirs, and it was like a hot mess. But yeah, and then we went home. Besides that, at the end of the day, I went ahead and pushed all the tables and chairs back to like the back of the classroom because they went ahead and cleared out their lockers and all that. So I got all that kind of squared away for tomorrow, and then we're just gonna watch movies and we have a pizza party. So I need to order the pizza tonight. I think I'm just gonna get Pizza Hut because that's the closest pizza place to me. I need to go online and pre-order that and have that ready. And luckily I had parents sign up to send me money for that, so I didn't have to pay for that myself. They sent me like 80 bucks. So that's a tip. If you ever have anything you wanna do for your kids, definitely, I mean, they don't have to sign up to do anything, but you'd be surprised at how willing a lot of parents are to donate. So I had a sign up genius that just had like 10 bucks for pizza. I had 8 slots, so I got all of that. And then I had someone sign up to bring plates and napkins, and then someone else brought drinks for tomorrow, which was just like mini cans of Sprite. And then someone else signed up to bring like a sweet treat, like prepackaged things of cookies and stuff. So we're gonna do that tomorrow, which is fun because like we won't go to the lunchroom at all, which they'll be so shocked, but we'll just stay in the classroom because it is Super Kids Day, which means that we don't get to go to recess really at all because they're gonna be using the playground, except it's supposed to rain, like thunderstorm tomorrow. So actually Super Kids Day will be in the gym, which means the playground will technically be open if it's not storming. So we'll see if we get outdoor recess time. Anyway, we're gonna eat pizza and hang out, and it's just gonna be like a movie day. So I need to find a few G-rated movies that I could play. Yeah, but today's over, which is great. They were just, I don't know what it is. And I think it's a lot of like sibling behavior. Like just screaming at each other. They get along pretty well, but they just bicker and like yell at each other all the time. Happy last day of school. My camera died yesterday, but today is Thursday. It's the last day of the 2025-2026 school year, and I'm headed to get a coffee before school. I've got lots of energy. I am ready for the day. I honestly thought I would be way more emotional, and I haven't been that emotional, so I don't know if I'm just like stressed and they've been crazy, so I'm just not feeling it, but we'll see if I cry today. I was convinced I would cry. I'm not so sure anymore, but we'll see. I'm here to get a coffee, but I'm gonna put my camera down because it's a local place, so they'll know if I'm looking weird, so. Good morning. Could I do a large iced white mocha with light ice and a ham and Swiss croissant?
Anything else?
No, that's all.
Window.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I got the exact same thing yesterday. They're probably like, who is this girl? Coffee secured. I was gonna like record myself like the influencers do while I like ordered and got my stuff. That is literally so embarrassing for me. I'm jealous that other people can do that, but I was like, no. And honestly, this is also a local place, and so they see me like every day, so it's just a little different. It just really embarrassed me. But I got my white mocha. I can't really show you the cup because it has the place's name on it, but it's so good. I love their white mochas. All right, so I'm off to school, and I'm actually gonna kind of take the long way just because I have plenty of time. It's only 6:53, so I'm gonna kind of drive around, maybe just listen to some music and chill and like get ready for my last day of school. I'm gonna eat my croissant, I'm gonna drink my coffee, and I'm gonna head to school around 7. So I'm gonna kind of take the long way and meander to school, but I will try to catch up with you guys later. Today is the busiest, of course, of all days. We have Super Kids Day, which is like inflatables and face painting and popsicles. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I think it's gonna be so hectic. It's gonna be so loud. Usually it's all across the playground, like it's all spread out. So we'll see how that goes with it being in the gym. And we're having like a movie day and a pizza party. I probably won't update till after school, but oh, also I'm doing what I did last year on the last day of school really fast. And I put a bag, like a gift bag at the front of the classroom on Monday, and it says do not open till the last day of school, and inside is silly string, but they don't know that. So I'm gonna open that today and like spray them, which I did not come up with that. You've probably seen that everywhere, but my kids last year loved it. So I'm doing that again. That's been set up. They've been asking about it. Very excited. Anyway, I'm gonna go drive, eat, and probably catch up with you guys after school is over. Talk soon. All right, everyone, it is officially the evening after the last day of school. It's about 9:30. I'm just now getting around to updating because I took the world's largest nap after school. But I wanted to quickly come and wrap up this vlog. I do technically have to go to work tomorrow, but I'm not gonna vlog because it's just a teacher work day. And actually it's a very chill teacher work day, so I'll probably only be there for like a couple hours just to put some finishing touches on my classroom before the summer, but I'm not gonna be doing like a whole lot of work. I actually did a lot of it today when my kids were there. So today was awesome though. The kids were a little bit nuts, but it's to be expected. Like it's the last day of school. And we did Super Kids Day, which was fun. That was definitely a little trying, but that's okay. And one of my teammates brought these really cute like star clips. So I only cried like once, and it was reading a letter from your teacher on the last day of school, which always makes me emotional. I read that this morning during our last morning meeting, and it just had me boo-hooing. I was reading it, literally crying, and I was like, I need a tissue, and so they all brought me a tissue. It was so nice. But yeah, that's the time I really cried. Of course, I am sad, but I don't think it's hit me yet because I have to go back to work tomorrow. Maybe next week it'll hit me, but for now, so grateful for the school year, so grateful for a fun last day. It's 9:30, like I said. I did take quite the nap earlier, so we'll see if I get to sleep anytime soon. Hopefully soon though, because I do have to head into work in the morning. So I'm gonna go get ready for bed. I already took like my face makeup off. That's why the rosacea is really popping off. But thank you for joining me on my last week of school. I'm now a third-year teacher. All of my babies are going to second grade in August, and I'll have a new round of kids to get ready for soon, which is insane. If you like this vlog, go check out my other ones. Subscribe for more. If you want more teacher content, let me know, although it's now summertime, so that's a little bit tricky. But I have other fun videos too, so stick around if you want, and I will catch you guys on the flip.